Hey, Michelle with Treecat here. Happy Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, depending on when you're catching this. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I'm glad to have you here every Saturday for a little bit of normally what we do is Treecat chat, but today we're doing something a little bit different. Today we're just doing a simple tutorial. Why? Because we have a new feature that we want to share with you that's really exciting. We've had a lot of customers tell us that they really like our scheduled delist relist feature, but it's a little bit, they said it was a little bit scary to use because it was hard to know what exactly was happening and when. So we heard you and we built something new that shows you exactly what has been delist relisted already and what is going to be delist relisted in the future and what is going to be delist relisted today. So let's see. I'm going to show you what happens when we do a delist relist. Now, first, I'm going to go to my settings. And in my settings, I can go to scheduled delist relist stats. Now, this is at the very bottom of the menu here on the left-hand side. And it's showing me what's happening for each of my different platforms. All right. And let's go to eBay. So eBay, I've got a couple of things that have already happened, and I've got some things that are pending, right? And some successful things. And let's go and show how it works. So I go to my inventory and I search for, let's see, I think I want to do a strap. It's summer, and I'm going to do some strapless bras that are black. So I have a lot of those that need to be delist relisted. Okay. So I've got my strapless bras here, and basically I'm just going to select one, go to the main actions, and I'm going to click delist relist one item. Now I can do an immediate one-time delist relist, and I just confirm, like I put which platform I want it to happen on. And this one I'm choosing eBay only. So it'll turn blue. I don't know if you can see that, but it will turn blue when I select it. Unselected, it's not blue anymore. Now I selected, and the frame is blue. So I'm going to confirm my selection, and I'm going to accept. And now the action has initiated, but that's the old way. Now the new way is going into this history, right? This new dashboard that shows us what's happening. So scheduled, click on eBay, and here we have it. It is multi-way strap, and it's a success. Like you can see right on the right-hand side that it was a success. So that's really great. So I know that the item is delist relisted, it's done, and I can move on with my day. Okay, so now let's check and see like what we can do with scheduling, because that was the thing that people were like, how do I know if it's actually scheduled or when it's going to be scheduled for? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my strapless black bras, and we're going to select a different bra. So let's select this one, and I'm going to go to main actions and tell it to delist relist. And I'm going to schedule a frequency for Mercari. And I'm going to let's do 40 days for Mercari. Okay. And I'm going to confirm the selection and accept. Now I'm going to do the same thing for eBay as well for this bra. So I want to have a different frequency for eBay. So for this one, for eBay, I'm going to go back into delist relist. And for eBay, I'm going to do a scheduled frequency of 30. Let's do 28 days. Okay. Well, I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive on eBay. So I selected that. The action has initiated. And then I can go back to my settings, scheduled delist relist stats, make sure we refresh, and see what's going on with Mercari. So here we go. It's scheduled it in the future. So I can see all the future schedulings up to a year in advance of when that will be delist relisted. So let's see, today is the 7/5. So today would be here. So yeah, I can see what's happening in the future for that item, right? Actually, that's so the last a year from now, 7/4/2026 it will still be Delist relisting. Now, like I said, I could do that on eBay, and so I did it on eBay and I did it on Mercari. But now, what I want to do is I want to remove those. I want those to stop those from happening. Let's say I make a business decision that I'm not really wanting that to happen anymore. So then I can go to my inventory and I can just select all of my items, and then I can go into main actions, delist, relist, and go to schedule. And then I set the frequency to 0, right? And I select all of my platforms because I just don't want any more scheduled delist relists. So I confirm that selection and I click accept. So now I'm going to go back to my settings, schedule delist relist stats, and let's see, and we're back to today's date. So that means that it has removed all of the scheduled delist relists that are going to be happening in the future. So that's just a really quick and easy way to just erase your scheduled delist relists should you want to or need to in the future. Okay, so let's see. Maybe I decide that I want to delist relist something on Poshmark because they have some new rules, right? So let's go to my strapless bras because that's something that are black. That's something that I'm interested in delist relisting today since it's summer. And I'm going to select this item. I'm going to select this item, go to main actions, and go to delist relist this one item, but I'm going to do it on Poshmark, and I'm going to schedule a frequency of 60 days. And let's see what happens. It's not even letting me. So it's telling me that your relist frequency must be greater than 60. So I'm going to put 61, and we're going to confirm the selection and accept. And now it's letting me schedule this for 61 days in the future, or 61 days from the last time that it was listed. So we can go back in our settings to our scheduled delist relist stats, and we can see that that is all set up for future delist relists every 61 days for the next calendar year. It used to show we used to have it so that it would do it for infinite, but we just decided to make it for 1 year. Okay, so that's how that works. And so that's really cool. It's much more transparent now. And yeah, you can schedule them one at a time like I just did, or you could schedule things in bulk and you could set frequencies in bulk. So that's another way of doing it. If you just want to say, hey, I want, maybe it's spring or something like that, or summer, and you're like, all of these items need a refresh. So you can just select them all in bulk, all of my pink items. And let's say I wanted to schedule all of these. I just select all 40 of those items, go to main actions, delist, relist, and schedule a frequency for 61 days on Poshmark and Mercari and eBay. And then, you've got, all of your different marketplaces refreshing on a regular basis. So that's kind of cool, right? So that's how that works. We wanted to really make sure that you knew what was going on and you knew how to change things or stop things when you needed to. And now we're completely compliant with Poshmark and how their new rules work. So we're really excited about this new dashboard, and I hope that you give it a try and start refreshing your items, because that's one of the things that I've noticed for me and my sales that really gives me a little bit of a lift. That, and also like making offers on Poshmark, and just also listing new items. So, if you want to set up some, I call them delist relist campaigns. If you want to set up some delist relist campaigns, it's much easier, and you can see what's happening now. So we feel like that's really a big asset to our Treecat users. And as you know, this feature, delist relist, is free and unlimited when you are cross-listing with us. So give it a try. If you have any questions about this feature, please reach out. You can find us, of course, on all the main places that you find people. Reddit, we've got a subreddit. We've got email, contact at treecat.io. And when you're inside the app, we have this little question mark up here that enables you to go to support and open up a trouble ticket. So there are many ways to reach us. You can find us on social media, and reach out, and we'd love to hear from you. So with that being said, I hope you like our new and improved Delist Relist stats dashboard. That's really going to help you understand what's going on, when it's happening, and easily enables you to stop it if you need to. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and mahalo, keep selling. Bye.